New York Governor Cuomo releasing a report that appears to favor again the legalization of marijuana throughout New York State. Joining us right now, Chasing News' John Cuomo. You're on the story, John. What's the latest?
Hey, George, it appears marijuana will become legal in New Jersey before it does in my home state of New York. But New York is now a significant step closer to legalizing the drug, maybe within a year. We'll see how Albany reacts. The long-awaited health department study has been released. It favors legalization, and Governor Cuomo now reluctantly acknowledges, quote, the situation on marijuana is changing. For years, Cuomo refused to support this idea. The Democrat called marijuana a gateway drug that leads to serious addiction and perhaps higher crime, but he's unable to quell the groundswell among his fellow Democrats in this state, including his challenger in the upcoming primary in the fall, former Sex and the City actress Cynthia Nixon. Cuomo directed his health department to study this issue, and it has released a report on the effects of a regulated legal market. In this 70-plus page report, it concluded the positives outweigh the negatives, most notably hundreds of millions of dollars in new tax revenue and a reduction in the arrests of minority residents. Cuomo said he changed his mind because the facts have changed. Cynthia Nixon isn't buying it, George. She took to Twitter to take credit for Cuomo's new outlook. Take a listen.
You thought it was a gateway drug.
It's a gateway drug.
I have not supported legalizing marijuana.
I believe it's time for New York to follow the lead of 8 other states and D.C. and legalize recreational marijuana.
Nixon released that campaign video on her Twitter page highlighting Cuomo's past comments, and she used the hashtag #TheCynthiaEffects. Quickly, as for the race for the State House, she's now collected enough signatures to appear on the primary ballot. She has strong support in her base, but right now still trails Cuomo by 30-plus percentage points on all the recent polls. George?
John, stay with us just for this. We're going to bring in the A-plus panel right now. Peter Brown, councilman from Linden. And, of course, we've got Matt Rooney, the Save New Jersey blog. I can't believe we're talking about a former actress pushing the marijuana agenda in New York State, but here we are. Peter, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, that's the problem, is that we don't have really someone who's a policymaker, whether it's Governor Cuomo or Cynthia, that's really addressing the issue. The issue is that marijuana in society is not something good. They're looking at the dollars and not what the effect it is going to be on society. In that same report, no one's talking about that. They're saying regular users have between 8 to 30% will become addicted. So now we're setting the stage up for an addiction problem. Who's going to pay for it? Taxpayers. You know, what is the social effect? Forget the dollars and cents. What is the effect that it's going to have on our school system, on children, on communities? You know, I'm very disappointed in the governor at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't get in Cynthia Nixon's head because I can't think that far left. Sometimes stupid, never that crazy. But we all know what Governor Cuomo's about here. He's got an economy where jobs have actually lagged behind the rest of the country following the Great Recession. He's running for re-election against somebody who's somehow farther left than he is. It's a gimmick that he thinks is going to bring in a bunch of new money and endear him to his liberal base without, as Peter said, any concern for what the effects of this are going to be. Governing by gimmick, good campaign strategy, not so sure about the good of the people.
All right, John, thanks so much for your report. Guys, thank you as well.